Hello, so today we're going to be talking about simplifying expressions using a calculator. Now, one of the most important things is that it must be multiple choice in order to simplify on a calculator. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go by graphing. And another important thing we need to know is we must use x as our variable. In a graph, it's not going to take any other letter besides f. So in our problem that we're going to do, we're going to see a, but we're going to make sure that we're using x. If we don't use x, then it's going to give us an issue. So pretty much what we're looking for when we are solving or simplifying expression using a calculator is we're looking for our question to match our answer. What that means is these are the same line. If they're the same line, then that's going to be our answer. So we're going to go over and we're going to go to our graph. Now, I'm going to be pressing the buttons over here on my calculator on the ones that we're going to use in order to do this. It's also going to show up down here, so it's going to show down as my key history. So if you don't see the button that I press here, just look down here. So in order to graph an equation, we must first go to y equals. So I have to click my mouse first. So we're going to go to y equals. Wait for it to take me there. Sometimes my computer goes a little slow. So I need to go ahead and clear these because I have already put some stuff in there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clear. I'm just going to press the clear button. I went down too many. And we're going to go clear. We're going to go to the top. So wherever the little cursor is, that's where I'm writing. I'm going to write in this equation using x as my variable. So this is my negative button. So negative 15 x, which is right here, plus 30. Now we're going to go ahead and press the graph button to graph that. So here is my line, negative 15x plus 30. So now I need to graph every single one of my answer choices until they're the same line. So let's go to equals. Now I want to keep this line here to see if they're the same. So I'm going to go ahead and press the down button to go to the next line. Now I'm going to enter in this equation and see if it's the same. So starting with negative 3, so the negative's down here, negative 3, parentheses, negative 5, remember we're using x, not a, x, plus 10, close parentheses. And let's make this a little bit bigger in case any of y'all are watching the buttons that I'm pressing. Okay. So ahead, I'm going to press graph. Graph is what's going to make me see what it looks like. Okay, these are two completely different lines, and we're looking for them to be the same line. So we know that it's not going to be our first choice. So let's go ahead and let's look at our next choice. So to get back, I'm going to go to y equals. I'm going to press down. I want to keep the first equation. I'm going to press clear on that equation. I'm going to put in the next one. 5, parentheses, negative 3x, which is right here, minus 6, close parentheses. So 5, negative 3x, minus 6. So let's go ahead and press graph. There's our blue line. There's our red line. So we're looking and they're not the same line. So it's not going to be that one either. So I'm going to go ahead and put an X next to it. And we're going to try the next one. We're going to go back to y equals. Press down to get rid of the first or the second equation, press clear to get rid of it, and then we're going to put in our next one, which is negative 15 parentheses x plus 2 close parentheses, and we're going to go ahead and press graph. Okay, so that blue one graphed, the red one graphed, and it's the same thing. So they're not the same line. So we're going to go ahead and put an X. And we're going to try our last one. So we're going to go back to y equals, press down and clear, type in our last one, negative 5 parentheses 3x minus 6 close parentheses, graph. There's the blue line, and there's the red line directly on top of it. You see how they're the same line? If you want to see it again, you go to y equals, hit graph again, and you'll see it. Those are the same, well, it didn't show you, but those are the same line. So that would be our answer. And that is how, with a multiple choice question, you can figure out the simplified version. What is the simplified version? If they're equal, they're the same. So that means it would be the simplified version. You graph your question, graph your answer choices, and you look for the one that's the same. Remember, this must be a multiple choice question to simplify an expression, and you must use variable x. Hopefully this helps. You have a great day.